At night I hear the jackals. I always hear the jackals. They live near cities also, but they never interact. I decided to sit in dark fields. I wanted to have an encounter with the other, with the stranger, with the maybe terrorist. It was a period of time that there was a lot of terror going on in the world. Before, all the terror was in the Middle East, and suddenly it invaded Europe in different cities. And at the same time, there was a mass movement of displacement. There were about 70 million people pulled out of their places, moving from Africa and from the Middle East, from Syria to Europe. And those two things together gave a feeling of fear, of threat, of suspicion. At that time, I decided to look for the jackals in the dark fields. You cannot film at night because for video you need to bring light and the jackals will run away. I needed to get special equipment, infrared, surveillance equipment. I studied all the equipment that hunters use. And one day, one of them came out of the bushes and sat in front of me. She was there watching me, guarding me. That moment, I thought that's probably how the prehistoric man felt when he saw a big animal and he wanted to run into a cave to engrave it, to leave an imprint on a stone in a safe place. I had a feeling there was a jackal in mythology. It seems familiar to me. And then, yes, it is Anubis, probably the most important god for the Egyptians, who guided the soul into the afterlife, the gatekeeper between life and death. That kind of threshold between life and death, between being and not being, all came together. And then I put another layer on it, made with human figures. I started to think, how would Anubis look at us, at the world, with what is going on now, with this whole notion of displacement, because after all, it's about an experience of human existence, but existence altogether, which is very fragile, which is very breakable. You know, the line between being and not being is very, very breakable. It is something that really fascinates me.